Football, or soccer as some call it, has a long and rich history in England. It's a game loved by millions. Centuries ago, people were already kicking balls around for fun. Imagine a simpler time without fancy stadiums or rules, just pure enjoyment of the game. These early forms of folk football were quite different from the structured sport we know today. There were fewer rules and matches could be quite chaotic. These games were more about local pride than anything else. Villages would compete against each other and the games could last for hours. Despite the lack of formal structure, these early kickabouts laid the foundation for the sport we know and love today. The passion for the game, the desire to compete, and the sense of community were all present from the very beginning. Football, in its rawest form, was already capturing hearts and minds across England. As time went on, football started to become more organised. What began as a casual pastime evolved into a structured activity. Schools began to embrace the sport, recognising its potential to teach teamwork and discipline. This led to the development of rules and tactics, making the game more strategic and competitive. In 1848 at Cambridge University, a significant meeting took place. This gathering was a turning point. Representatives from different schools came together with a common goal. They wanted to create a standard set of rules for football, ensuring fair play and consistency. This meeting led to the creation of the Cambridge Rules, a foundational moment in football history. The Cambridge Rules were very influential, setting the stage for future developments. They helped to shape the development of modern football, guiding its evolution. However, there were still different versions of the game being played, each with its own unique rules. Some schools preferred their own rules, leading to a variety of playing styles. A new organisation was needed to bring everyone together and unify the game. This need led to the formation of the Football Association, or FA, in 1863. It was a landmark event. The FA aimed to create a unified code of rules for the game, bringing order to the chaos. This was a pivotal moment in the history of football, marking the beginning of a new era. The FA's first set of rules, published in 1863, marked the beginning of organised football as we know it. These rules provided a clear framework. These rules helped to distinguish football from other forms of football, such as rugby, clarifying the differences. With a clear set of regulations, football was ready to grow in popularity, capturing the hearts of many. The establishment of the FA in 1863 marked a significant turning point in the history of English football. This pivotal moment paved the way for the creation of the FA Cup in 1871, a competition that would become legendary. This knockout competition, open to teams from all over England, quickly captured the imagination of the nation, igniting a passion for the sport. The FA Cup final became a major event, drawing in huge crowds eager to witness the drama unfold on the pitch. Teams from across the country battled it out for the chance to lift the coveted trophy, each match filled with intense competition and fervour. The FA Cup played a crucial role in popularising football, bringing the sport to the forefront of English culture. It gave smaller teams the opportunity to compete against established clubs, levelling the playing field and adding an element of unpredictability. This created exciting upsets and captivating storylines as underdogs triumphed against the odds. The competition also fostered a sense of national unity as people from all walks of life came together to support their local teams, transcending social and economic barriers. As the FA Cup grew in prestige, so too did the profile of football, elevating the sport to new heights. The sport was no longer confined to schools and universities. It had become a national pastime, capturing the hearts and minds of people across England, from bustling cities to quiet villages. The FA Cup, with its rich history, tradition and capacity for giant killings, remains a cherished part of English football culture to this day, symbolising the enduring spirit of the game. With the growth of organised football, clubs began to spring up across England. Many of these clubs have a rich history and are deeply ingrained in the fabric of their local communities. Some of the most famous clubs, like Manchester United, Liverpool, Arsenal and Tottenham Hotspur, have become global brands. These clubs have fiercely loyal fan bases and a long-standing rivalry with each other. The passion and intensity of these rivalries add another layer of excitement to English football. Matches between these clubs are always highly anticipated and often produce moments of magic. These rivalries are not just about geographical proximity, they often reflect deeper social and cultural differences. For example, the rivalry between Liverpool and Manchester United is rooted in the historical economic rivalry between the two cities. These rivalries are passed down through generations, making them an integral part of English football culture. Section 5. Hallowed turf, iconic stadiums and their stories. English football is renowned for its iconic stadiums, each with its own unique character and history. These stadiums are not just structures, they are living, breathing entities that have evolved over decades. From the hallowed turf of Wembley Stadium, the home of English football where legends are born and history is made, to the historic grounds of Anfield and Old Trafford, each venue has its own unique aura and significance. These stadiums have witnessed countless memorable moments, from last-minute goals to unforgettable celebrations. These stadiums are more than just places where games are played, they are the beating heart of communities. They are cathedrals of football, holding the hopes and dreams of millions of fans who gather to support their teams. The roar of the crowd, the collective energy, the smell of the grass, freshly cut and ready for action, and the sight of the floodlights create an electric atmosphere that is hard to replicate. It's a sensory experience that stays with you. Each stadium has its own unique stories to tell, etched into the very fabric of the building. Wembley, for example, has hosted numerous FA Cup finals, World Cup matches, and unforgettable concerts and other sporting and cultural events that have left an indelible mark on its legacy. Anfield is renowned for its passionate atmosphere, particularly on European nights, where the energy is palpable, while Old Trafford, the theatre of dreams, has been the stage for some of Manchester United's greatest triumphs and dramatic moments. These stadiums are not just about bricks and mortar, they're about the memories and emotions they evoke. They represent the heart and soul of English football, embodying the spirit and passion of the game. More than just a game, football is a way of life in England. It's a topic of conversation in pubs, workplaces, and playgrounds across the country. The fortunes of local teams can significantly impact the mood of a community. Football has also permeated English culture in other ways. It's inspired countless books, films, and songs. It's a common theme in art and literature. The working-class roots of the game have resonated with people from all walks of life. The sport has also played a role in social change, challenging traditional class barriers and promoting inclusivity. Football has the power to unite people from all backgrounds, creating a sense of shared identity and belonging. It's a powerful force for good in society. One of the defining features of English football is the passion and loyalty of its fans. English football fans are renowned for their unwavering support, whether their team is winning trophies or struggling to avoid relegation. They create an electric atmosphere in stadiums, singing songs, waving flags and cheering on their heroes. The fans are often referred to as the 12th man because of their ability to inspire their team to victory. They can be a formidable force, especially at home, where their support can often be the difference between winning and losing. However, English football fans have also had their fair share of controversy over the years. Hooliganism was a major problem in the 1970s and 1980s, but thankfully, it has declined significantly in recent decades. The passion and loyalty of English football fans are an integral part of the game's appeal, adding to the drama and excitement both on and off the pitch. England is widely regarded as the birthplace of football, and the country has played a significant role in the globalization of the sport. The English Premier League is one of the most watched football leagues in the world, with fans from all corners of the globe. English clubs have also enjoyed considerable success in European competitions, further cementing the country's status as a footballing powerhouse. However, despite the global appeal of English football, it remains deeply rooted in its local communities. The passion and loyalty of the fans, the historic stadiums, and the fierce rivalries are all part of what makes English football so special. England's influence on world football is undeniable. but the heart and soul of the game will always be found in the local communities where it first took root. From its humble beginnings in fields and parks to its status as a global phenomenon, football has left an indelible mark on English society. The sport has brought people together, created lasting memories, and provided countless moments of joy, excitement and despair. The passion and loyalty of the fans, the rich history and traditions, and the iconic clubs and stadiums all contribute to the enduring appeal of English football. Football is more than just a game in England, it's a way of life. As long as there are people in England who are passionate about football, the beautiful game will continue to thrive, evolve, and captivate the hearts and minds of millions for generations to come.